Well, this all goes back to when I was a young boy, about 1944, when a lot of the officers from Lake Boga Flying Boat Base used to come out to our place and socialise. And around the dinner table, they used to say to me, Dick, what are you going to be when you grow up? And I say, well, yeah, I was going to be a pilot. Anyway, it was arranged that I had a flight for my 12th birthday in 1944 in a Catalina. But in military aircraft, there's no sick bags, and young Dick with the bumps and whatever, and banking round over Swan Hill, let go, and they had to send a fire tender out after we landed on the lake to hose down the back of the aeroplane after I'd finished decorating it. Anyway, they said to me, do you still want to be a pilot after all that? And I said, well, I don't know. Well, many years later, I was up in Swan Hill getting some avgas up at the aerodrome. They said to me, why don't you fly, Dick? You're hobnobbing it round with all these people that fly, and you don't fly yourself. And I said, oh, I'm too old. And they didn't seem to think so. And after a few lessons, yes, I went for a flight in the little plane, and the flying instructor said, I think you ought to carry on with this because you're a natural. So on the 25th of April 2006, at the age of 73, I had my first lesson. 5 years later, I have 132 hours in my logbook. And last year, we had some aeroplanes that flew into Lake Boga after we got water back in the lake. And because I had a licence then, I flew 2 separate aeroplanes off the lake at Lake Boga. And it's a great experience, altogether different, taking off and landing on the water. I remember I took my daughter up for a flight. Glenda's her name, and I just looked at her and I said, Glennie, that was a good landing. And she looked at me, she said, oh, was it? And I said, well, we're going to walk away from it, Glenda. And she, oh.